Hi, my name's Emily, and welcome to the Night at the Future Museum. Oh, okay. Let's go. Okay. Okay, got it? Let's go. Okay. This is transitional kindergarten. Well, basically the class before kindergarten. All right, where's room 9 at? So, room 9 is room 9, and
I feel like I'm gonna fall when I'm walking.
but we're going to transitional kindergarten. The teacher is Miss Watley. And
You were in
she's
my
a
shot.
really nice teacher.
You were in my reading.
Let's go. Hurry up. I think this is room 9. Okay. Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to TK. We are learning about animals.
Ooh. Could we ask you a few questions?
Of course.
What was your showcase about?
Oh, our showcase is about animals. We learned about the different types of animals, mammals, birds, fish,
Ooh.
amphibians, and reptiles.
Nice. What was the biggest challenge for your students?
Biggest challenge? Probably staying focused on one animal at a time. It's really exciting to learn about all
It
these
is.
different animals.
Animals are really exciting. What was your favorite part?
The birds, making
The
the birds.
birds?
Was
Oh, that's so
much fun.
cute.
They're super cute. You should check
That's
them
really
out.
cute. Thank you for sharing.
Of course, thank you.
Is it okay if we look around to see the different
Of course,
ones?
come on in.
Thank you. Oh, these are so cute.
Yeah, they're adorable.
Look at this. So here we can put the little animals on where they go. So see, don't cut my head off. And yeah, this is really cool. I think these kids did better than me. Whoa, these are sparkly fish. I'm not even lying. These are really cool.
I mean sharks.
Are they sharks or fish? I
Are
think they're
fish
fish.
sharks?
Oh,
Are
oh
sharks
yeah.
fish? Are sharks fish?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they're fish
They are.
then.
So if they want to be sharks, they can be.
True. They can
Because we
pretend.
got confused because there's fishes and sharks.
That's really cool though. The Rainbow Fish is such a good book. I read it a while ago. Wow. This is really good.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, no problem. Your students did an excellent job.
I agree. I'll let them know that you think so.
Yeah, no
They'll
problem.
be super proud of themselves.
Well, thank you, Miss Watling.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you too. Traffic. Okay, so now we are headed to kindergarten or room 10. Let's go, room 10. Here we go. So this is room 10. Hi, Miss Calderon. Good, thank you. Could we ask you a few questions? What was your showcase about?
We learned all about weather, so the students learned that there are different weather types such as rainy, sunny, snowy. We also learned that you can dress for the weather, so if it's a rainy day, you can wear boots, you can use an umbrella, and that there's different weather tools to measure the weather. For example, right here the boys and girls are testing out their thermometers that shows when it's hot, it overrides, when it's cold, it falls. And right now, they're testing their wind behavior, which shows you which way the wind blows. So that's all about weather.
What was the biggest challenge for your students?
I think figuring out why some of our thermometers were not working, because some of them were rising and falling, but others were not functioning. So we were experimenting with the ingredients we used.
What was your favorite part?
Making the instruments, it was super fun, and they enjoyed it.
Did your students enjoy it?
Yes, they loved it. They were having
that's
fun.
so
Like it was
nice.
very hands-on, super science-oriented, and they loved making their experiments.
That's so nice. Thank you for sharing.
Stopping by.
Let's go see. Let's go look around. So here we can see all the different types of projects. Here you can see that some kids had their weather journal. Here, you can see right here some kids had their weather journal. Let's see. Miguel here, he did an excellent job coloring probably way better than what I do because I don't color in the lines. So here we can, it's okay if I touch this, I think. Here we can see Miguel. He did an excellent job. So here, Miguel. So here showed his weather graph. I think this is what he thinks it is better. So here we can see he colored 2 boxes for rainy, 1 for cloudy, and 1 for sunny, which I think looks really nice. Today's weather report, so it says it is 51 degrees. Very good. The sky, he says it's raining. Very sad. He says it's a great day to wear rain boots, a rain jacket, and an umbrella. He says that it is rainy, and he thinks it'll be rainy tomorrow, which hopefully doesn't happen. It is very sad.
That's what my teacher said.
I think these instruments look very good. Like this one, I'm pretty sure is to tell what the wind is. I think it's really cool. Do you think that the thermometers will work?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, same. That's a really cool idea. I think I might do that. All right. Let's see. Excuse me. We are now going to be headed to room 1 for first grade. First grade.
What class?
So we're going to be going to room 11, 12, and 14. So first grade is one of my favorite grades. I absolutely loved going. So first we'll be headed to room 11. Room 11 is right here in Miss Melgoza's class. Here it is. Oh, look at this. This is so pretty. Hi, Miss Melgoza. Hi. Sorry. So what did your students do?
So my students are working on a project about the past. I have it here. The past. So the past. Hi, Mateo. Give me a second, Mateo, okay? So they were learning about the past, the present, past, the present, and then they had to do a future invention.
Wow.
So this is some of the inventions they came up with.
Wow, that's really cool.
This project.
What was the biggest challenge for your students?
The biggest challenge for my students was just describing their future invention, like giving me keywords to describe the invention.
Oh, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part was just seeing them like collaborate with me. It was a one-on-one activity, so they were coming up to me and like seeing them excited about the activity and just sharing with me.
It sounds
their
like a
ideas.
really fun activity.
It was.
I
They
had
had
to
fun.
understand.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing. Is it
Thank
okay if
you.
we take a round?
Yes. Go ahead.
Thank you. Oh, the computers are closed. Let's go see. So here we can see the different types of projects for the kids. Here is Joanna and Ivan. Let's take a look at Ivan's. So here we can see is what he would do to warm up on a cold day. He said, when it is cold, I use a jacket. And he says he would wear gloves right here. So here he would wear gloves and a little jacket. He would describe Sneezy the snowman. Sneezy the snowman. Sneezy was still cold, so the girl gave him a coat. Sneezy was cold, so he drank some cocoa to warm up, and Sneezy melted after the hot cocoa. So sad. Sneezy melted from the hot tub, so they rebuilt him again. So here we can see the story of Sneezy the snowman. Here we can also see about what he sees, and he says he sees ice cream. Very good handwriting. Here we can also see his favorite habitat is the ocean, which I think is really cool. Very cool. I'm really proud of this first grader. He did a really good job for first grade. I don't think I could do that. So I think we should be headed to room 12 now. So let's go. Let's go. Come on, Ellen. So we are now going to be headed to room 12, which is another first grade class, and we'll be visiting all the first grade classes. So now we're headed to room 12. After room 12, we're heading to room 14. Ooh, let's wait for these people to pass. Miss Bernal's class. Miss Bernal is a first grade teacher. Let's go. Let's go. Oop, let's go to. Yeah, excuse me. Excuse me, child. Here, let's take a look around because Miss Bernal is busy. So let's take a look around. Wow, look at this beautiful drawing. It's Allison. You cannot tell me that looks beautiful. I think it looks amazing, and I'm not even joking. They did a better job than me. I can't draw that, so you can. No, but here you can see all the first graders' drawings, which I think are really cute. Especially this one. These little donuts here, or cookies. Yeah, it's a donut. These little donuts here look so cute. Here you can see that they put little tallies to see how many 10s and 1s are there, so we can see these are the 1s and these are the 10s. Hi, Miss Bernal. Can you explain our showcase?
Okay, showcase. So we were where am I looking? This one? This one? Past, present, and future. And so what the students did, they did a blueprint design. They got to choose what type of transportation of the future, phone of the future, and school of the future. And it's funny because we were looking up videos and pictures, a lot of things that say of the future, it's like 2018, 2020. It's like technically that's the past, but they see all these cool, vehicles, and they're running with it. We saw like a BMW that was a transformer. Literally goes from a car to a robot, and it's real and drivable. There is such thing. So the future, they're like, I want to be in the future. I'm like, you are in the future. The future is now. So let's see what the future's like.
What was the biggest challenge for your students?
Ooh, biggest challenge, learning about it. Everyone just wants to share all their information, and then it was hard to decide what was just their stories and not what we were learning about. So it was like 25 hands in the air like the whole time. So that was the most challenging part, to manage that.
What do you think was your favorite part?
My favorite part was just the click for them, realizing how things were in the past, especially schools of the past, talking about consequences that are now illegal for us teachers these days. And so they're like, no way, you could do what to us? So I think that, just the light bulb, how things were. And they think like 1900s is super, super old type of thing. So I won't tell them what year I'm born.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Thank you for
We're going to
visiting.
take a look around.
Thank you.
Let's see more over here because we took more in the middle. So here we can see all the first graders' drawings. Here's their donuts and their portrait of them that they drew themselves, which I think is really pretty because, like, look at this one. Who's this? Let's see, Christopher. Christopher here did such a good job. He did a better job than me. It was amazing. Look at this donut. You cannot tell me this donut looks very appetizing. Here, I think these are the 10s, and these are the 1s right here.
Maddie, it's Kaylee.
I think this is a really cool idea to do. So I'm really glad that these first graders actually managed to do these. Because, like, I can't do this. So I'm proud first graders can. Let's go. So, sorry, excuse me. Let's wait for my team. Sorry. Now we are going to be headed to the next first grade classroom, which is room 14. Room 14 is Miss Howell. I say she's an amazing teacher. So next up is Miss Howell. Oh, let's wait for these people. Here, excuse us. Sorry. Excuse us. Sorry. So here we are in Miss Howell's class. You can see their desks are in rows. And we'll interview Miss Howell just right now. We're just going to look at these projects first because she's busy right now. So let's look at this. So here, this is Benjamin's desk. He says that present problems are the entertainment, the communication, the schools, and transportation. He says that the school is sad and that the transportation is very slow. I think he says the entertainment is too boring because here he looks kind of sad and looking at the TV. So maybe he's sad about the TV. Here is Yair. Here's Leon. Leon here says the entertainment is too wiry. It says broken virus. And then he says that the phone is too broken. Do you think the phone is too broken?
Yeah.
Yes, it says broken phone. He says the school is too far. And here he says the wheel is broken, which is very sad. I don't think you can go anywhere without a broken wheel. So let's go see at this. This is really cool. Look at this drawing. That's really good. I love this, right? Mine are horrible, but these are really cool. Here we can see these. Ooh, look at these little cars. Here's Andrea, Mia. So
You know what the parts are for?
the projects are probably about the present problems. So, like we could see over there that it says present problems. It's a sad sticker. Here says present problems. Here's Christina stuff. So, as you can see here, they did the same donut stuff as the last class. I say that her drawings are amazing. Like this donut is very appetizing. Let's go interview Miss Howell. Let's go over here to avoid traffic. Dun, 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 dun. They did an excellent job with this. I love how organized everything is. I'd say their drawings and everything are amazing. Let's go interview. Let's just wait for the traffic. Okay. Hi, Miss Howell. Could you come over here for a second? Let's interview you. Excuse me? Yeah. Could we ask you a few questions? Yes. So, could you tell us about your showcase?
Yes. So we have our units of study about past, present, and future. The kids started with comparing the past and the present and why things have changed over time. Then they researched some inventors and inventions that have been happening over time. Then they took some present technology and created technology for the future.
That's really cool. What do you think was the biggest challenge for your students?
It all went pretty smooth, actually. Yeah.
That's really good. I'm glad they didn't have any problems. But what do you think was your favorite part?
Definitely using the technology to create their future ideas.
Okay. But I say the future ideas are really cool. I honestly would have met them.
Yeah.
Thank you for explaining to us everything about your class.
Thank you.
I'm so glad everything went well.
Thank you.
So now we are going to be heading to room 17. But first, let's take a look at all the inventions over here, which I think are amazing. Like, look at this, the flyest car. The golden iPhone. This is so cool, I say. Look at this, the laser tag playground. Like, this thing looks so fun. You cannot tell me this is amazing. The Airplane Fighter 3000. It looks like a silver and gold plane,
It's gonna be made in 240.
because these are really cool. Everyone did such a great job. So let's now get headed to room 17, which is a second grade class. Let's go. Excuse me. Oh, let's wait for excuse me. Let's go. We are now headed to room 17, second grade, which is Miss Melgoza's class. No, not Miss Melgoza, Miss Tejera's class, I believe. Or Miss... oh, Mr. Cassidy. Yeah, thank you. So here is room 17. So here's room 17, Mr. Cassidy's class. And Mr. Heda. Oh, all the second grade children. Here you can see all the different types of projects. It looks like, wow, look at these. These are really cool. Look at these projects. These are really good projects. Like here we can see these their habitats, I believe. You can see all the habitats, which I think are pretty cool, because like here you can see the tundra, the wetlands, the temperate forest. Like you can see everything, which I think is really cool. Here we can see the desert, the wetlands, temperate forest. You can see their little projects here made out of clay. And like you can see, this they say that we should put the animal where they go. Let's go over here. And let's go look over there. So it looks like second grade is learning about liquids, solids, and gas. Here are their solids and gases. They have really good handwriting. And it says that liquids are glue, water, saline solution, and then solids are food, curing, baking, and baking soda, which I think is really cool. Let's see. Here, I think, is what candy should I ship to my friend. So here, they say that they should ship. Here, this is what would happen if they would ship it. So they would probably melt, which is my guess. But I think the best one to probably ship is the Swedish fish, because you can see they're still intact. But I still think it's pretty cool. So let's go interview a teacher now. Let's interview Mr. Hera. Hi, good evening, Mr. Hera. Could we ask you a few questions?
Yes,
So, could you tell us about your showcase?
yes. So we did States of Matter and we did biodiversity.
Okay, that's really cool. What was the biggest challenge for your students?
I think the biggest challenge for my students was the writing part and understanding the difficult concepts.
Okay. I say they're really good though. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was seeing my students interacting with each other and doing classroom experiments.
Oh, that's so nice. Well, thank you for sharing, Ms.
Thank you very much.
The projects are really cool.
Thank you.
Let's interview another second grade teacher since they're still here. Hi, Mr. Tang.
Hi.
Could you tell us about your showcase?
What? Am I being ambushed? Who are these? What are these
No,
cameras
we're
doing here?
interviewing you.
What? I was not told of this.
No, we're interviewing you. I promise it's fine.
Okay,
Could-
sure. Well, our unit is on states of matter. So our unit is designed to help the second graders learn all about solids, liquids, and gas. If you take a look all around the room, you'll see evidence of students creating jello, hot chocolate, butter, melting candy, so we can showcase how different states can transform into others based on things like temperature, heat, changes in energy. And then if you look over there, we're also showcasing a unit we did a couple of months ago on biodiversity and biomes. Students learning about the different kinds of plants and animals in all different regions of the world. Forests, tundra, rainforests, you name it.
Okay. What do you think was the biggest challenge for your students?
The biggest challenge for our students was containing their excitement. Because, man, it's so hard to focus when you're having so much fun. Yes.
What was your favorite part?
You know, my favorite part is always, every single year, it's always seeing students get excited, actually, you know, realizing, hey, what we're doing makes sense, and what we're doing is actually fun. You know, it's always a great thing that, you know, you definitely realize more when you become an adult, when you see children, especially students, try to understand something that just seems so confusing and nonsensical to them, meaning, you know, it doesn't make any sense. And then suddenly at one point, a light bulb goes over their head and they're like, oh, I think I get it now. It's always a great feeling.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Let's go. So, we are now going to be headed to a third grade class, which is room 15, and we're also going to be going to room 26. So, hi, Sophia. So first, we are going to be headed to room 15. So now, Room 15 is over here, right down the hall. Oops, excuse us. So, here's my camera. And here's room 15, third grade class. Here's third grade. Hello. This is the third grade class. It looks like they use boxes to make a little diagram about biomes to see where different types of animals are. And they say a duck-billed platypus lives here. So this is really good. Not even joking. Here you can see all the little places like habitats and where they live in and everything. But I say they're really cool. Here you can see different kids. Here is the wildlife coordinator. And over here, and here we can also see the little other habitats. Oh, look at this one. This one is really cool. Right here, they used like little fake grass and little plastic trees and flowers. They're really cool. Like, you cannot tell me this looks so good, but I hope the person that did this had an amazing time doing that. Okay, my face. Like here, you can also see this one right here. This one looks really cool. They literally used rocks and leaves and flowers and sticks to make their habitat. For me, it looks like a safari, which I think safaris are really cool. So the projects are super nice overall. Like you can see this one looks like a jungle because here you can see an ape.
I like the little animals.
Yeah, the little animals look amazing. And they even use some real plants and stuff. Excuse me. And here, let's take a look at one more before interviewing. Here it looks like this is a little, that's really cute. It looks like a little plains biome. And it looks like there's some little chicks with flowers on their head. It's a field. So here it's by Hamilton. And let's see. He says his favorite animal is the Arctic fox. And it says his habitat is foxes and eats. He says leopards, gibberlins, merlids, archivokes, or opossums, raccoons, squirrels, and hamsters are in his habitat. And he says that they have fur, paw, the eyesight, sharp teeth, their small ears, leos, and feet help them. And the fox has a double coat of fur, which I did not know, which is really cool. I think double coats of fur helps you stay warm. So I say we should interview the teacher now. Here's the teacher, Mr. Hello. Good evening. Can we ask you a few questions?
I guess so. What's up?
Could you tell us about your showcase?
Our showcase is habitats and exploring the animals and the plants in the habitats.
That's really cool. What do you think was the biggest challenge for your students?
The biggest challenge, I think, is finding the habitat they are most excited about because they love all the habitats. They want to do them all. So they wanted to make sure that they picked the one they liked. And then it was hard picking the animal because there's so many animals in the habitats that they had a hard time picking an animal because there's so many amazing animals.
That is true.
And do you have any more questions?
Yep. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part is seeing all their creativity. Some of the students that are so quiet but don't talk, and they make these amazing, beautiful projects. And you're like, wow, you're so creative. And you just see their faces light up, and they're so excited to show the projects.
That's really nice because there were some amazing ones I saw.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Well, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come back anytime.
All right. So now I believe we are headed to room 26, which I believe is another third grade class. So where exactly is room 26? It's over there at the portables, right? Okay. Room 26. Yeah, it's a portable. No, I think it's Miss Cornell. Yeah, so we are now going to be headed to Miss Cornell's. Hi, Cervantes. So we are now be heading to Miss Cornell's class, which is an amazing third grade teacher, I should say.
Oh, I love the air.
So what time is it? I wonder.
What is Betty doing?
It is 5:35.
Oh, wow, there's so many kids playing.
So I believe we have about 5 minutes before to head to the next third grade class, right? Yeah.
Wait, are we going to fourth grade?
Third grade now. But right now it's a little bit. Fourth grade will be right after Miss Cornell's class. But right now it's we have to wait a little bit to get to Miss Cornell's, I believe.
I want to play, bro.
Is it a little bit? Do we have to wait? It depends. Is she there? Is she there? I can't tell.
So. Oh, yeah, she is.
She is? Okay. Let's go check to see if she's there. If she's there, we'll interview her, see her amazing class.
The children play while we film.
I know, right? Like, this is just amazing. So right now we're going to check if Miss Cornell is here at her classroom because we're a little early. But if she is here, we're gonna go interview her, look at her students' projects, and look at them. So, room 26 is right there. Let's see.
Okay, you're tripping and fall right now.
I'd be careful. Here.
That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, really?
Here it is. Yeah, we're gonna take a little break right now. Because here you can see Miss Cornell isn't here right now. Let's take a little break. We're back and we are going to be visiting third grade class, which is going to be Mrs. Delaney, Mrs. Cornell, and Mrs. Delaney. So let's go visit. Oh. So Mrs. McKee, Mrs. Delaney, Mr. Wilson, and Miss Cornell. Let's go see this class. Oh, excuse me. Con permiso. Sorry. Okay. So here you can see all the amazing projects. So it looks like they're also learning about habitats. So here are the teachers. So here you can see all the projects. So it's busy over here, so let's go look somewhere over there. Here are the amazing projects we can see. Here is the sand habitat, which looks like an ocean. Here you can see they got some rocks and seashells in their habitat. Here they got some real seashells and some really cool beach rocks to put in the habitat. Here it looks like an Arctic tundra, which looks really cool. It's an ocean. Here you can see there's a stingray and some seaweed over there in the background and a crab, which is really cool. Here is a forest eagle. Forest. Here it shows all the things they learned. They learned about camouflage, prey, the environment, climate, the predators, habitat, biome, shelter, and adaptation. Here it says there are 7, the major biomes, 7 major biomes. Here you can see more of it colored in better. And here is the desert habitat, which looks really, really cool. And we're gonna look at this a little bit, and we are also going to interview a teacher. Here's the ocean habitat, which looks really good. Don't worry, okay. And it's really good. Here you can see it is a whale and a fish. And he put some facts about the ocean. He says that help is important because it gets the plants and oxygen for the animals to breathe. There is an Arctic tundra, which looks super, super cool. Here are some more projects. We're going to go interview a teacher real quick, and we're going to be interviewing Mrs. Delaney. So let's go and see. Good evening, Mrs. Delaney.
Good evening, Emily.
Could we ask you a few questions?
You may, yes.
So, tell us about your showcase.
So our showcase is learning about animal adaptation. So each student was assigned, they got a letter from a wildlife habitat, and the habitat was asking them to make a safe place for this animal that got injured so that they could rehab it to get re-released. So all the students had to make a habitat that this animal could survive in, the food and all the stuff around it, so that they can get healed and go back to the wild.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you think was the biggest challenge for your students?
Ooh, biggest challenge was learning how to research. They're third graders, so they actually had to read a bunch of articles about their animal and learn how to write an essay about it.
What was your favorite part about the showcase?
My favorite part is just seeing all of the work that they created. Some of these kids got so creative with their animals, and seeing their art and their learning all come together was really neat.
Oh, that's so great. Thank you for telling us, Mrs. Delaney.
Of course. Good job, interviewer.
So we are now going to be heading to a 4th grade class, which sadly is not in a 4th grade class, but we are now going to be headed to room 1, which is inside. So, should we go through inside or outside? Maybe. I say we should go inside, right? It's cold out here. Yeah, let's go inside. We are going to room 1, 4th grade class. We're going to be looking at all their stuff, which I think is really gonna look neat. So let's go. Let's see. Excuse us. So we are now going to be headed to room 1. Right? It's so much warmer in here too. Oh, let's be careful with the people. So, room 1, 4th grade class. There's 2 4th grade classes, Mrs. Cassidy and Mr. De Palma. They're both really awesome teachers. They're both really nice. So, let's go see what their amazing projects are going to look like. I say they're all going to look very nice. So, it's probably going to be Mr. De Palma and, oh, excuse us, Mr. De Palma, 4th. Okay, here is 4th grade, room 1, which is a really big classroom, because obviously they had really big projects. Here is room 1. Here you can see, whoa, they did some explorers to see who they are. So these are portraits and drawings of the explorers, it looks like. Here are 3 types of rocks. You can see here it's igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic, and igneous, intrusive, and extrusive, which is really cool. Here you can see about their pet rocks, and so everyone adopted their own pet rock. Gabriel has a pet rock named Timmy, which is really cool. Here's Timmy. So here you can see everyone has their own different name for the rock. So one is Timmy and one is Moonlight. Like, they're really cool. I wish we could have seen their rocks. They would have looked so cool. Here I believe we can see a picture of the rock. It looks like a really big rock with some lines of agate, which is so cool. Here you can see they have some pet rocks. Sadly, there's no color to it, but you can see they have some really small rocks and some really big rocks, which look really cool. So let's go interview a teacher or look at some more. I say we should probably look at some more. I believe this is Mr. De Palma's class right here, this set over here. We're going to interview a teacher now. Hi, Mrs. Cassidy.
Hi.
So can we interview you?
Sure.
What was your showcase?
We showcased the rock cycle. My class did. And Mr. De Palma's class is showcasing explorers.
Oh, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part is their graphic novels that they made on the rock cycle.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
What was the biggest challenge for your students?
Probably writing a 5-paragraph essay. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Let's interview Mr. De Palma
Okay.
now. Hi, Mr. De Palma.
Hi, Emily.
So what was your guys' showcase?
We have the Explorer cutouts. We also have the Rock Cycle lap books. And then we have our paragraphs on the end. Also about My Pet Rock.
I remember Pet Rock.
My Pet Rock, exactly.
What was the biggest challenge for your students?
They didn't hurt each other with the scissors while they were doing cutouts.
Oh.
It could be dangerous.
Could be dangerous.
Yeah, could be dangerous when they're trying to lay back down and
And
all
like,
of a sudden somebody's cutting. No,
What?
actually, that part turned out pretty good this time.
what was your favorite part?
I like those. Actually, I like the whole project process because the kids get to work together, and then you see them do things that they wouldn't normally be doing, which is working together, doing art, looking stuff up. So when we do the project work, it's the kids like get into it. They get more energy going, and they get more excited.
Okay, well, thank you for explaining.
Of course, no problem, girls. Good to see you.
Thank you. So now I believe we are going to be headed to room 7. Ooh, it's okay. For 5th grade. So I believe there's gonna be 3 fifth grade classes there, which are all the fifth grade classes, which is Mrs. Abaska, Mr. Delaney, and Mr. Munoz. So it's gonna be in room 7, Mrs. Abaska's class, and let's go look at the projects. So, oh, sorry. Let's go look at all the projects. Something tells me it's gonna be packed. Giselle. Hello, Giselle. So here, let's take a look. Oh, it's a little crowded in here. So, oh, it's a little crowded. So let's wait for these people to pass, because you can see there's some people trying to go out. Alright, I believe this is good now. So let's go in. So here you can see people drew their state flags or their state, which I think is really cool. And you can see here about, oh, sorry. Here you can see the different stuff and everything. Hi, Sir Joe. You can see everything here. You can see everyone. This is Mr. Delaney's class, and they and you can see that here they wrote up their paragraphs to their state. So it looks like 5th grade did stuff mostly about their state. Here it is really cool to see all of this. It is amazing. Oh no. Excuse me. And here, let's go take a look. Over here, excuse me. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Let's go take a look at Mr. Munoz's class, which is right over here. Excuse me, pass. Sorry. Let's go take a look over here. Here you can see different stuff. It looks like Mr. Munoz's class did their flags or some scenery about their state. Like, look at this one. Ooh, I'm gonna flip it over. It's my friend's. Don't worry. Please don't copyright me. So here you can see she drew Montana, which it is a very beautiful scenery, which this looks like mountains and grass and some flowers in the background. And here you can see this one. It is Alaska. As you can see, they drew an aurora borealis here, also known as the northern lights. The background. So, looks like a little crowded here, so let's go back here. Yes, let's go back over here. Here you can see they did a project of mystery science over here. Oh yeah. You can see everything. So here you can see experiments about hot and cold. So it looks like to make it rain. So here's hot ocean, cold water, hot sky, hot water, and cold hot sky. So the goal was to see which one got more little water droplets and get more rain to drop. Ooh. And let's go interview a teacher now. Let's go interview a teacher if we can. So let's see. So right now it looks like the teachers are busy. So we're gonna take one look over there because yeah, they're pretty busy right now. The teachers are. I don't know, but here you can see they did a fish-o-meter.
I thought we were gonna interview.
It's because they're busy right now. Yeah. So here you can see they tried to make the longest food chain they can. So it looks like here is the longest food chain, which is a hawk eats a garter snake, and then the garter snake eats a fence lizard. The fence lizard eats a beetle, the beetle eats earthworms, and earthworms eat dead leaves. So here you can see it is a 6-chain food chain. So here you can see some really cool ideas, which a 6 food chain is really hard to do because people, I don't know how people come up with these. Like, I probably came up with a 4-chain, but that's about it. So let's see if there are any teachers we can interview. Hello, I'm Mrs. Tabasca. Sorry. Could you tell us about your showcase?
In here we are showcasing our 50 states projects, and all of the students have made some commercials as well as some state slides about the state that they studied and researched this trimester. Also in here you're just going to find some artwork that we did along with it, some of our science projects, and some of our writing. We did a narrative that's a little bit informational as well about our state for them to look at.
What do you think was the biggest challenge for your students?
I think the biggest challenge for my students was recording their movie, because they had to do it. They had to kind of learn their script, learn to get a more exciting voice and tone, and they were nervous to sit in front of a green screen in front of Mr. Galimba outside of the classroom and for everyone to see it. So I think that was the hardest part for them.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was seeing it all come together. And my most favorite part was seeing every single one of my students finish the project and have something to be proud of.
So cool. I'm so glad everyone finished. Well, thank you, Mrs. Tabasca. So now we are going to be headed to room 4 for a 6th grade class, which I think is very, very cool. So we are now, it's so fresh out here, I love it. So we're now going to be headed to room 4 to go look at the 6th grade class, which should be our final class for the day. So 6th grade, so yeah, so 6th grade should be, so here is the class.
Miss Martinez is coming back. I don't know what
So here is a 6th grade class. Here it looks like they did a Shark Tank item. Here the Shark Tank items look really good. So there's all sorts of different types of projects here. You can see some really cool ones. Here it says a cycle. So it looks like we can scan a QR code, which I think looks really cool. Here, let's try to scan a QR code. Let's see if it works, y'all. Look at me. Put the camera on me. Put the camera on. Put that on me. And she'll show. Yeah, so let's see if the QR code works. So let's see. Whoop. Let's click that. So we're gonna try to scan it, and it says here it'll take us to YouTube. And don't even say that. So here on YouTube, it'll probably show the cycle of their item. Yeah.
I was gonna say you are probably stacked with those.
So I say the project is gonna look pretty cool. I don't know if it's gonna work. Whoa, it's
There you
really
go.
long.
There you go.
So
We gotta do our due diligence.
That's right. So
that one's not too bad.
Okay, so here, okay, let's put the volume up, y'all. We can see the project looks like they're showcasing in the hawk nest. And it looks like they're doing a pen cycle or something. So let's do that for the next person, and let's go look at others. So here it looks like zoom lenses, which I think would look pretty cool. I'm pretty sure zoom lenses are little glasses, that will allow you to zoom into a video.
We went through and timestamped them all though with
And
time.
here it's monkey's head. I don't get this one.
Only timestamped one for mine.
Here it's a type of sort of beanies,
They were all
which look like a fashion comfort. I think they're like for phones, I believe. Hi. So let's look at this. Oh, be careful with Mr. Capwell. Here is the candy shop. Who doesn't like candy? But here you can see all the different types. So let's look
really bummed though, because it worked
at
once,
the 3D models.
but then that one just kept working and working.
Here, I believe these 3D models are little. Oh, it looks like body parts or something. I don't know anything about this, so I won't say anything. Okay, it says 3D models of animals and plant cells, which these look like animal and plant cells, which look really cool. Like, here are some things I don't know about. Like, I don't know what any of these are. So, I believe we could interview a teacher now. So, do you want me to interview you? Okay, I'll. Yeah. Hi, Mr. Capwala.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Could we interview you?
Of course, yes.
So, what is your showcase about?
Well, our showcase is, it's a combination of things. So we start off in level 1 talking about Chinese history and ancient Chinese civilization. And then we lead them into a discussion about the Silk Roads and modern trade and how those two connect and how the first trade systems were set up because of the silk trade in ancient China. Then after learning about modern trade, we take them into an entrepreneurial class where we teach them about cost, profit, and how to come up with a solid business plan to then present to the hawks in the hawk's nest, a la Dragon's Den and Shark's Tank. And then these students in their groups, and these are their different business ideas, are having to present their idea and get voted on whether or not their idea is valid and whether or not they'll get investment dollars into their business. Yes. So we're using citizenship, collaboration, communication, critical thinking, and especially creativity.
Oh, that's really nice. What do you think was the biggest challenge for your students?
The biggest challenge was probably the critical thinking aspect of it, because you need to do a lot of math in order to have a successful business, and sometimes numbers can be fleeting, and sometimes we have trouble putting the numbers in the right places, and if you have a couple numbers off, that can really throw off your business plan.
Ah, okay. So what was your favorite part?
My favorite part was watching the groups grow, starting with a small idea that maybe one person had and building off of that idea to come up with these excellent presentations that they had for the investors.
Well, that all sounds really cool.
It was very fun, very fun.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Thank you for coming in and interviewing. I appreciate it.
So let's go out now. This was our final grade and class of the day. So I believe we are now done with our project. So thank you so much. This was such an honor. I love seeing everyone's projects and every different theme. So I believe we can end it here now. Have a good night, have a good day, wherever you're watching. Thank you.